Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the FAU versus Temple college basketball matchup on Saturday, March 16th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that one-on-one concierge style service. We have these products, but they're not available on the website, but they're easy to get. You just got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. FAU taking on Temple. FAU, of course, last year's Final Four participant, now in the AAC, looking to take it home. And meanwhile, on the other side of this one, Temple looking to be Cinderella, to crash the dance, at the ball. 15-19 on the season, but 7-3 straight up in their last 10 games. And man, they have looked very, very dangerous at this point. You know, no surprise to anybody to see FAU at this point. They've played a pretty heavy-duty schedule and out of conference over the course of the season, have held up pretty nicely over that. And of course, in the conference and in March Madness last year, I mean, just absolutely tearing it up. You know, this is their first year in the AAC, but in March Madness last year, absolutely tearing it up, and returning their coach, returning a lot of players. This is the time for them to crank it up, and they certainly have been doing that. These teams met earlier this season, back on February 15th. It was at FAU, who won by a dozen in that one, but they were laying 20 points in that thing to Temple. I mean, a lot bigger number than what we're seeing in today's game. For Temple, knocking off Charlotte last round as a 6-point dog, beating them 58-54, knocking off SMU as a 12-point dog, and beating UTSA as a 2-point dog. Yeah, they've been dogs all the way in this tournament, and just one game away from the championship game and birth in the big dance. It would be a big, big story if they were able to pull it off. For FAU, like I said, this team, big expectations all season, big target on their back as well, but continue to play hard and just continue to get it done. We know that these guys, no strangers to the big game. This is just their second game they've had to play in this tournament because of the buys and all that stuff. They knocked off North Texas 77-71 to advance to this one. We look at, the body of work here. Temple, hasn't shot the ball well at all this season. Florida Atlantic's defense has been upper middle of the pack. Temple's free throw shooting, kind of right down the middle as well, just under 71%. We know Florida Atlantic can hit their shots. They certainly did it, last year under the pressure. And Temple's defense, upper middle of the pack. And that's kind of what makes this one, interesting. And that's what kind of makes Temple's run, because it's March Madness, and that's when it all kind of happens for these teams. I just think in this one, though, Florida Atlantic, just a big, big differential here on the boards. And it's kind of a been there, done that, type thing for FAU. It is a lot of points to be laying for a tournament game, especially with an FAU team that hasn't been a great cover team. But I think at some point, the clock strikes midnight on Cinderella. I'm going to take FAU, and probably not going to be betting it too big, but that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.